Hey, Eternal Rose. Doing well. I am passionate. How about that? How are you doing this lovely hump day, Wednesday? Tired? You know what? I'm tired too. We had like major winds here. It was really bad. And it gave me like PTSD of when we had an earthquake. So, yeah. Hello, Pippin. I love you. Oh my God. What are we talking about? We are talking about two kids that have barricaded themselves in their bedroom because they don't want to go back to their abusive father's house, and how their mother is in contempt of court right now because she gave them food. Oh, it's in Utah too. Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks. I like it too. And it's one of those that is like, it won't come off. See. Oh, yeah. I just found out about this morning, and I dug up a shit ton of stuff on it, and I've been like invested and passionate. And there's a protest on Friday, and I've never been to a protest, and I probably will go. Yeah, because the shit pisses me off. It's not like they're 5 and 6; they're fucking 16 and 12. They should be able to choose if they want to go with their abusive father or not. I'm excited for the wedding. I guess it depends. There's a flood warning right now in Zion's. And her earth collapsed. Her earth that she was gonna have um she was gonna have her dinner like there and stuff. Yeah, so that collapsed, so that's fun. And we've got I know. We're gonna go down with them. We're gonna take our four-wheelers, so we're gonna bring those with us. And then we are Chris is gonna bring his metal detector too, because he'll have fun with that. I think we're just gonna do like a camp out spot with off lions because it doesn't charge anything. So we might do that. Yeah, do you know that like her photographer though is like $1,200 an hour? Like, Jesus, apparently we should all just be there first. Oh, hey guys. Great. You guys are amazing. So you're just blowing up here. Oh, you guys are awesome. Hello, my friends. Oh, yes, let's go. First things first, I need to say I didn't know Dopey all that well, but he was always super kind to me. Always. He was always there if I had any questions. He was always there to talk. He was always and he was well loved and all that. So, so yeah, I just needed to say that because he was well loved. Didn't know him all that well, but he always supported me. Actually, he supports everyone. He always supported everyone. He was very into this community. So, all right. Okay. So I need to talk about something. Coffee, essential, right? Yes, always. Um, there are two kids, two kids here in Utah who have barricaded themselves in their room because they are refusing to go to their abusive father's home. And this is not okay. Uh, this seriously like breaks my heart. They're 16 and 12. It's not like they're little itty bitty kids that are being brainwashed by their mom, but that's what the courts have decided. Like, well, that's what the judges decided. Um, little backstory on them. So this is Stupid Flipper. He is here on Twitch. He is on TikTok. Um, so he's doing lives round the clock on this, on his story. And he's actually live right now on Twitch too. I think he's having a technical issue. Technical. I'm having a technical issue of speaking. But he's having a technical issue right now. But yes, go follow Stupid Flipper. Go follow his story. So yes, him and his sister, they have decided to barricade themselves in their bedroom, and this is because they are fearful of their father. Okay, so let's do a backstory here. And I just found out about this morning, so I also need a little bit more information too. But I've actually dug up a lot since this morning. So with that being said, it's they so Ty came out when he was and thanks for that extra raiders. I love it. You're amazing. When he was 10, he came out and told his mother that his father was not only sexually abusing him, but he was also physically and mentally abusing him as well. And his sister also came out and said that that had been happening to her as well. So with that in mind, the mother contacts like CPS right away, doesn't wait, and told them all what happened, had like rape tests done. They found out that the kids actually had extra bruises like hidden on their body parts where, like where your clothes normally hide. A lot of predators and stuff will do that because, you know, you normally, I mean, at the ages that they were, their mom isn't helping them dress anymore. So if you put a bruise here or on here, whatever, most likely they're not going to see it, right? Most likely, and my parents aren't going to see it. School's not going to see it. I mean, if it's on your arm, on your face, yeah, of course. So CPS gets involved and find out there is a few extra bruises too from when they've been abused. So, and CPS decides, okay, we need to get a psychiatrist involved and actually see if their stories are credible. Because here in Utah, you need to have 100% credible without a doubt to be able to basically do anything. Okay? Anything. So they do. They get these credible they're they say that, like, these kids, these psychiatrists are like, yeah, these kids are 100% telling the truth. Um, do believe that this happened to them. Their stories are matching up. Like, the sisters and the brothers are matching up. I don't think that the mom has planted this in their heads, because that was a concern. And says, yeah, no, I don't think that that is an issue. I don't think that that's what's happening here. So they plan to go forward with it. And she's in the middle of this divorce custody and all that. Well, his lawyers decide to hire someone else who focuses on when another parent basically is manipulating the children to believe that the other parent is harmful to them. Okay. Um, Even though they already have this evidence that is saying, yeah, pretty damn sure what happened to them is true. This other person comes up and was like, well, and tells the kids, fucking tells the kids, you should leave what's in the past. Whether or not this happened to you, it doesn't matter. Excuse me, what? You're gonna tell me that it's okay, the fact that, like, he's a pedophile, and you wanna sit here and tell me that it's alright, and, like, that he should be allowed to have his kids full time, because you should just let whatever's in the past happen in the past. And these kids' voices don't fucking matter. It's what? I'm sorry. No, 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 no. When a kid comes to you and tells you, my father is sexually abusing me, you fucking believe them. Now, there are those cases where, some kids have had some really mental issues like autism and stuff, where, not to say that autism kids don't get raped. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there are some mental issues where it is more explosive for them to go out and say stuff like that. But you always believe the kids. You always fucking, and this is coming from experience of 12-year-old me who was sexually assaulted from my stepdad and basically got told, oh, well, did my stepdad ever go to jail? No. Actually, my mom divorced him. She took basically all my mom's fucking money, took her goddamn house, and basically left her with nothing. Yeah. But also, to my knowledge, my mom never pressed charges on my behalf. That's to my knowledge. I've asked her about it, and she said no. They didn't think that there was enough evidence. I'm like, okay. The fact that we did a rape kit does not have enough evidence. Are you effing kidding me? Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. These kids are not little 4 5-year-olds that are super, super impressionable and are like, yeah, dad abused me. Are you effing kidding me? When they first left their dad, they were 10 and 7. Okay? They were old enough to know what the F happened to them. Ty says this has been happening since he was 3 to 10, and his little sister's from 3 to 7. Okay? They've already dealt with so much goddamn trauma in their short young lives. And now you're gonna tell me. So the judge decides that the mom is basically manipulating them to say all this stuff and to make the dad the bad person. And so they are granting the father full custody. what can the mom do? Like, she's in contempt of court if she doesn't take him. Well, she doesn't take him. Why? Because her kids are sitting there and saying, our dad has sexually and physically abused us. I don't want to go with him. I'm sorry, you're gonna sit there and like make kids go with them? I could not allow my children to go. If they came to me with that sensitive information and trusted me enough, no. Okay, so Star Killer says believing kids isn't always a good thing. My cousin got taken away because CPS thought he was telling the truth about an aunt abusing him or something. He was using it in escape from his mom, who is drug addicted. The mom was actually drug addicted, but he lost his patience with his sister and thought that he could use that to get away from them, not realizing what it would do to interrupt the damage to his aunt, and the sisters would still follow him there. Okay. How old was he? Out of curiosity. And did he say it was like sexual abuse or just physical, or I'm just curious. Like I said, it's not always I've just Oh, thank you for the bits, Papa Geek. 6 or 7, I don't really know. Okay. Okay. I wanna say that age is a little hard. Um, was it sexual abuse, physical abuse? Keep in mind he was okay. No, go away. Where's my mod? Caitlin, block that. Okay. Um, keep in mind he was physically and mentally healthy for that. He just had some issues that need to be worked through, but believing kids isn't always a good situation like that. Okay. So CPS came, and did they see like any bruises or anything to make them think that like for CPS to think that they needed to be taken away, or did they just get taken away because she was also using drugs? Um, I'm curious. They were pretty much living off the streets when they were taken away from their mom, as far as I know what happened. But the aunt, I don't know. She was on track to adopt them, and they took him away based off everything that he said. I guess he can convinced, I'm assuming, them to go along with it. So it was pretty much what they said versus what she said situation. Okay. They got turned in by my dad. They were okay. Okay. So okay, so the boy came to the dad and told him this is what was happening. I'm sorry if I'm totally confused. Thank you, Caitlin. I love you. He saw them. So Starkiller says he saw them, I guess, when he was on the job site or whatever, and asked them a couple of questions, and then straight up drove them to the CPS office. Okay. So, okay. God, that one's hard. That one's hard too because they were living off the streets, but it doesn't actually mean that the mother was incapable of taking care of them. But it sounds like she also was on drugs. But like, okay, does he have custody of them or what happened there? I mean, because I can understand as a 7-year-old, even if nothing happened, but your dad came to you and said, "Hey, I can, get you off the streets if you say this." That I mean, I can see that. I guess the thing that pisses me off about this particular case is that they're older. Like they're 16 and 12. They should be able to tell, like, who they want to. From okay, so Starks the Killer says, from what I remember, he got adopted by another family, ran away, and then got taken to another family, ended up getting what he wanted and separated from his sisters anyway. Even though CPS tried to keep them all together, pretty pointless if you ask me at that point. That's really sad. Ah, yeah, I the point I was making in the story is the vast majority of cases you should believe in kids and the type of deal. But there's rare cases where kids want to get away from a situation and make up something to get away from it. There's no real way to tell a difference. Yeah, the the thing in this situation, and I don't know like what all was done in that case, and like every state is different, but in this, and I do agree with you. Like there is a another case, like I was saying, that I know this autistic kid, and he's flat out said that his dad has sexually abused him, and I don't know. And most of the time, I'm like, oh my god, I mean, you always have to take that shit seriously, though. And they did have like a CPS check and everything like that, and then they did like a evaluation because he has autism and has other mental stabilities. I mean, nothing was done, but I don't know if like now if you ask him about it, he acts like he doesn't even know what I'm talking about. Um, so I don't know if he just kind of said that I mean, he said that when he was in the hospital having a total freak out and trying to stab his mom to death. So, yeah, no, there are those differences there as I drop my mic. And it's really hard to know the difference. Um, these two particular kids, though, they're 16 and 12, and they had, from my understanding, they actually had rape kits done and could tell that they had been sexually assaulted. And then CPS came out, and then there was a few hidden bruises. I guess the thing that gets me is like trying to force these kids. Let's just say this guy has not abused them, right? Their dad not abused them. You're still gonna force two, one's almost a teenager, the other one is a teenager, to go with their father that in their minds they are scared shitless of. These two kids they got taken away to, God, what is it called? It's some type of camp, um, for kids that they say are being groomed against their own parents in LA, so in a different state, and they were, like, bawling, kicking, and screaming, like, freaking out. And now they have barricaded them. So okay, so Star Killer says again, "I don't agree with forcing them to go to their dads either, but let's theoretically he's not abusing them, and they got in their head that he is. What do you do about that? Obviously, I wouldn't be able to see them because they're scared out of their minds. I don't agree with them forcing them to go either." Right. And they've been to psychiatrists that have said that they believe too that these kids have been sexually, physically abused, um, and that their stories like match up perfectly. Like, but like, I also I wouldn't want my kids to feel uncomfortable like that. If for whatever reason, let's say my husband was grooming them against me, right, and saying all this shit, right? I wouldn't want them to feel like they were forced to be. Now, do I agree not seeing them all the time? No. But maybe, like, I don't know, have supervised visitations or something for, I mean, the safety of just in case and for peace of mind. Like, um, so at this time, the courts, so it was split custody, right? Kids wouldn't leave their room. Like, it is like they have barricaded themselves in there, dressers, all this shit, right? So, and they wouldn't leave. Like, mom was like, "Hey, I have to drop you guys off." They wouldn't leave. So the mom was like, "All right, I'm going to make some food. I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna leave. So no one's here to take you. And you can grab your food and go back in. That's it." She's now been arrested for contempt of court because she has fed her children. Okay, so Star Killer said, I almost say have someone watch from a safe distance, meaning send them over, but have someone watching them without him knowing, just to see what he does. If it's true, if he's doing it, don't catch it and realize that this was a garbage idea to send them in the first place, but that would require still getting them over there. So I don't know. Depends on why the mom is losing custody. I almost say fair to just readoption if possible. She's losing custody because they barricaded themselves in the room and wouldn't come out when it was time for her to deliver them to her ex. And she fed them because they barricaded themselves in the room and she fed them. So now she's in contempt of court. That is why she's losing custody. I agree though. Like, or, like if there was a way that if you could even put, oh, I love you too. Okay, Star Killer said, okay, first of all, that's a really stupid reason. Secondly, is it permanent loss or 30-day Wyndham? Contempt of court is really weird. They're they're still figuring it out. They've been barricading themselves. Oh, thank you. um, they've barricaded themselves in the room for 3 weeks now. So that it's still all going on. They haven't made any like thing official. I'm actually gonna go on Friday. I've never gone to a protest, but I feel compelled to go, so I'm gonna go on Friday. I'll probably stream that too. I just want to see that about all this because yeah, that is a very stupid reason. Because your kids barricaded themselves, wouldn't come out of their rooms because they are terrified of leaving their home, and their mom fed them. So now she's in contempt of court. And if you want to ask too, like how like they're getting food right now and stuff, he does have a Twitch and stuff, and he has a like a debit card, um, and so he's ordering food and stuff. So once in a while, they will leave to go to the bathroom and grab food and then come back. And actually, the school system has been very accommodating, and they're allowing them to take online classes as of right now. Now the thing is, I see I could see this too if they were like younger. It would make it so much harder for me to be like, no, the dad doesn't have a Twitch. The boy who is in his room right now, Ty, he actually streams like 24/7. He's having technical issues right now, so it's like not fully up. Um, so the teenager, the 16-year-old Ty, he's got um, it's stupid flipper. He's here on Twitch. He's here on I just posted it too. And he's got like a TikTok that he's been doing like his story on and stuff. And literally, I just found out about this whole thing this morning. Um, yeah, I mean his Twitch is going on right now, but he hasn't been on in a few hours. It says he had a technical issue, but I don't know. So, um, but he just like wants his like story to get out there because like I don't know. This one, it would be easier for me to dismiss this if, like I said, if they were younger, but they're not. Like I was sexually abused at 11 to 12. I came out and told people when I was 12 and basically just got swept under the rug. So, yeah. So I feel very passionate about this. I mean, the fact too that their mom's like damned if she does, damned if she doesn't. If she doesn't stick up for them, then she is this horrible, terrible person. But if she does stick up with them, then she's the one that's enabling them. Like, it's a mess. I mean, good morning, Leon. How are you? Yeah. So I am doing well. I'm passionate right now over this little case here. Um, two kids are barricading themselves in their bedroom because they don't want to go to their fathers because they fear for the father. Is that we have? It's really, 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 really hard to take away custody from any parent. It doesn't matter, mom. I mean, God, even Susan Powell's husband. God, what was his name? Anyway, he was he was anyway, his wife went missing. He still is able to see it, and his kids were able to come see him with visitation rights, right? So they were able to come see him, and he locked the social worker out of the house and hit them in the head with a hatchet and blew them up with the house. It is very hard here in Utah to get custody taken away. I mean, I actually even personally know um, one of my husband's mom's friends got charged with sexually abusing their foster children. Turns out, yeah, it's totally true. They thought that it wasn't like he was all about like, no, no. Yeah, no, he came up and confessed to all of it. Anyway, um, he still has visitations. His ex-wife has to bring his son down to see him every week. It's awful. Star Killer says, how do you lock someone out of a house only to blow I'm up at oh, no, 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 no. Okay, so Star Killer, I'm so sorry. Okay, so this is on the Susan Powell episode. So she's a woman here that went missing in Utah. She's still never been found. Um God, what is his name? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank with her stupid ex-husband's name. Josh. Okay, it's Josh. Okay, so let me re-explain. So she's missing. Josh has visitational custody, right? So what happens is a social worker comes to his house, brings the kids for 3 hours, 2 times a week, and then they're with their grandparents the rest of the time. So she goes, he answers the door. She is like grabbing stuff out of the car, and Josh takes the kids, locks the door, locks her out of the house, and she calls 911 being like, yeah, so this, you know, person of interest in a missing persons case, aka his wife, has just locked me out of his house during a visitation, and I can hear screaming. He took his kids with him in the house, not her. And then the autopsy showed that he actually hit them in the back of the head with a hatchet before lighting all of them on fire. That one's and the 911 operator effed up on that, if you ask me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. And it happened on Super Bowl Sunday, so, yeah. Yeah, like, the lady was like, hello, like, yeah, I'm here with supervised visits with Josh Powell, like, he's not being charged with her disappearance, he's just a person of interest of his missing wife, and he just locked me out of the freaking house. And they took like 40 something minutes to get there. They could have possibly saved those kids. Yeah, I know I have it like on my um TikTok. I might have it on my YouTube too. I think I do have it on my YouTube too. But there it is. If you just like search for Susan Powell and that, yeah, it's insane. It's messed up. It's all sorts of crazy. But yeah, so I don't know. So I'm like, okay, this guy that was a person of interest of his missing wife who still has not been found gets visitation rights. It's it's not okay. Yeah, so I think why I'm like passionate about this one is the kids' ages. They are 12 and 16. They're old enough to know what has been going on. And I'm gonna believe them until like there is a shred without a doubt. Yeah, I'm going to believe them. All right, let's see. I'm also kind of curious. Okay, I've never looked him up before, so let's see. Share this with you guys real quick. Okay, so I'm on Truth Finder. I'm curious to what it says. This is his dad, Brent Joel Lawson, here in Utah. Okay, so I'm just curious if he has like any previous charges or anything. I'll do the same for his mom. Um, but I'm just kind of curious as to what this will tell me, if anything. If you guys ever want me to look up anyone, I don't care. Um, I got a few. I mean, I'm more than happy to look up anyone for free. You just got to fill out my form on my website at contrariespodcast.com, and then you go to the Truth Finder form, fill out all the information. More information, the better, but I can find out with limited information as well. Also, rules: no minors, and it has to be someone in the U.S. Tell you to register or expired vehicle. Okay, it's like nothing, right? Okay. Looks like he works in construction with granite. Okay. He has a bankruptcy from June 11th. His VIN numbers. Okay. What's his social? There was just a LinkedIn, right? I think I have to log into that though. I'm not logged in. No. All right. So there's nothing on him. I'm going to. I'll also go through. I'll search his mom up real quick. Jessica Sark. Okay. In Utah. Okay, so this one's hers. I'm just checking to see like if there's any like previous convictions of item, but no, nothing. Okay. Okay, so she doesn't have anything either. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. Like they are just so adamant, and they're old enough. Yeah, I have a hard time not believing them. Hey, Jane Brox, how are you doing? I'm good. Just been looking up on one of this case here in Utah that kind of burns my bridges. Okay, but I do have another request since I've got 10 minutes left here. I have another request. I have a request to do another one of these finders. Okay. Oh, okay. And Star Killer says, no, you're good, Brooks. Honestly, the fact that they don't have anything on them already would make me question. Whatever caused this is those CPS more willing to connect the dots sometimes where there aren't any, at least from my experience, which is exactly why, unless there's concrete evidence, I just don't take any of that crap seriously. Understandable. Understandable. Yeah, like there's nothing on either of them. That doesn't mean that it's not true, but like, but again, I do not agree with the fact that they are like forcing these teens to go with their dad when obviously they are terrified. Like, and the thing is they've like fully granted him full custody now because she's in contempt of court because she fed them and wouldn't break down the door and force them to go. So I don't know. Okay, so I have a truth finder request. Hey, my day has been pretty good. Good so far. I mean, a little tired because the wind was like blowing so dang hard. It was a little insane. Okay, I'm gonna go with one that has a date. That's it right there. No page younger than that. Okay, so Star Killer says, well, people are crazy sometimes. After the Black Lives Movement in 2020, they practically look for a reason to protest something. This is just another line in the list of protests. I mean, heck, there's still protests going on about football teams and monuments and military bases. People will believe anything and protest it. You're not wrong. I mean, you're not wrong on that. When I've never really felt like a passion to go and protest anything. Besides like this though, because either way, they should not be. It's got to be that one. He's about 24, 25. They shouldn't be forcing the kids to go. Plain and simple, they should not be forcing them to go. Okay. Oh my God, she might actually be dating someone that isn't crazy. Oh my God, no records. Oh my God. That makes me so happy. I've actually looked up 3 different people for this girl before, and she was dating a sex offender, someone who had like tons of assault charges on him, So that makes me happy. That is basically what I was just searching for. Make sure his phone number is actually on here. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Oh my God, I am very happy for her. Oh yeah, and I found out too that this other woman, like, so the same woman was actually dating someone and he was married. So yay, I'm happy that this guy is not. Cool. He's actually, I mean, criminal wise, clean. Sounds good. And socials. Let's look at your socials, buddy. Yeah, she said he wasn't really on Facebook and shit. So I'm that's up. Okay, yay. I'm happy that she's actually dating someone that's not. Holy creeper. Okay, so Star Killer also says, yeah, a lot of people felt passionate about some of these protests too. And I didn't get the desired result. I'm not saying it's not invalid if it's true. It's a dumb reason that she's possibly losing custody over them. What I'm saying is try to look at things objectively. I probably wouldn't bring any of this up on my stream until I knew the facts that this is absolutely happening or isn't. They're just young kids trying to get back at their dad for grounding them, not doing their homework. And okay, Brooks, that's fine. Um, possible, like you do have those cases sometimes where it's like, oh, this is the fun parent and this is the responsible parent. And that is true. And I would love to like interview both of the parents on this. Hey, Queen Rani. Um, I would love to interview both of the parents on this as well and see what both of them had to say. Um, I would love to do that. I And I understand, like, too, like, I wouldn't post on my stream unless I knew all the facts. And you're right, like, normally I do a lot more digging than I just found out about this morning. Let me talk about it. But there is that protest that's happening on Friday. And if anyone that is in Utah would like to come, please do. Um, my main reason for protesting would be the fact that, like, and I've never gone to one. Um, Oh, Star Killer also said, "I'll also get the kids' point of view too. Not exactly going to do much good, only getting the parents' side." Yes, I agree. They're probably gonna say whatever they want, make themselves look better, if that's the case. True. I've actually already reached out to Ty and his mom. I have not reached out to his dad yet. Um, he either like you saw on there, like he either deleted his all of his profiles besides his LinkedIn or stuff, but there was his phone number on there, so I will text him um and see if I can get. Okay, no problem. Thanks, Brooks. Um, so I will see if I can get in touch with him as well. But yes, I would like to get like all three sides. I would love to be able to talk with them. And I guess that's another reason to go protest too. Like if his mom is there, I could maybe even talk to her a little bit. But yeah, I would love to get all of their sides. I feel passionate about this, I guess, because too, my mom didn't stand up for me when that happened. So I'm like, all of a sudden. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna raid you guys over. Let's see. Who do I need to raid you to? Okay, so Starkiller says, yeah, usually when that stuff happens, talk to all involved. That way you get out all the evidence before you do anything. You don't want to get involved in a protest only to be wrong. When a news story comes out saying they made up everything about their dad, you could also be right and be justified. There's always a risk of that. That's true. That is true. Okay. Let me read you guys over. That is true. I'd love to talk with all of them, though. So, all right. Hey, it was awesome you guys talking with me. And Starkiller, you did make a fantastic point. Thank you. Let's see. Who am I reading? Mm, 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 mm. Golden shark. Right. Okay, cool. All right, thank you guys. I'm gonna get you over to Golden Shark Boy Fight, which he's doing WWE 2K23. Thank you. Did it work? Yes.